Hi everybody, another glorious day. I think it's going to rain again this afternoon, so let's crack on and let's get on with this video. Let's run this intro. Let's go. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the mysterious disappearing dreadlocks. So what do I mean about disappearing dreadlocks? My dreadlocks are disappearing on their own without me doing anything about it. I mean, I know we live in England, the land of, you know, Merlin and wizards and goblins and fairies and all that kind of stuff. But I think I've discovered a new one. It's not the tooth fairy, it's the Dreadlock Fairy. Like the tooth fairy comes in the middle of the night and takes your tooth from under the pillar, this one comes along and takes bits of your dreadlock while you're sleeping. Now let me explain what I mean. I've had my dreadlocks over 7 years now, and everybody says, wow, haven't they grown a lot while you've had your dreadlocks? You know, how long have you had them? They're really long and everything else. But I've shown you these markers on my dreadlocks before. You see, in that one there, I had that put in between Christmas and New Year 2017. So if you say, just for a ballpark figure, 1st of January 2018. So it's been there 1 year and 7 months approximately, because we're coming to the end of July 2019. So 1st of January 2018, end of July 2019, about 1 year and 7 months, which is approximately a quarter of the time that I've had dreadlocks, taken into account that I've actually cut about that much off since I've had them. So taking into account that marker is approximately 1/4 of the length from there to there, or 1/4 of the time since I've had my dreadlocks. You would expect my dreadlocks to be 4 times that long. But for some reason, if I fold that up there to the top and then fold it back down again, it's not even 3 times the length. So where's all the extra hair gone? What's happened to it? And I tell you, it's this bloody Dreadlock Fairy that comes in the middle of the night and gets hold of the end of your dreadlocks and nibbles away at them. Now, as we all know, that's ridiculous. Or is it? No, what's actually happening is everyday wear and tear on my dreadlocks. Now, as you know, I sit in a car for many hours a day because I'm a taxi driver. And what I started to notice was in the crease of the seat, along the bottom, between the back and the bit that you actually sit on, there was this very, very fine grey, well, it looked like powder, but it was actually very short hair, only like 1 millimetre long. And it was all in that crease there. And it was all, when I looked on the floor, all around the floor of the seat as well. All around the floor of the car surrounding the seat as well. And I'm thinking, where's that coming from? And then obviously I sit down and I really, really think about it, and I think, that's coming off my dreadlocks. So what's actually happening is, while I'm sat in the car, my dreadlocks are wearing away because they're between my back and the back of the seat, and there's a lot of friction there as you're moving around, looking about, just generally driving, fidgeting your backside in the seat and everything. There's obviously a lot of friction there, which is causing wear and tear on the dreadlocks. Now, it's not actually, you know, breaking the dreadlocks apart, but the loose bits on the end is getting the hammer, and that's where all these little bits of hair are coming from that I find on my seat. So what can I do about it? Well, first of all, I can say, well, that's just general wear and tear. You know, people that comb and brush their hair, they lose hair as they're combing and brushing. It's just a fact of life. Or I could, if I wanted, do something about it probably. And I think if I put a tam on or some kind of hat and got my hair up out of the way so it's not between my back and the back of the seat, same when you're sat on the sofa watching TV or in the armchair watching TV, you've still got that same kind of thing, but it's a bit more emphasised in a car because you're moving around a lot. When you're laid on the settee watching telly, you just laid there vegging, you know, which I don't get much chance to do, but never mind. But if I put a tam on, that would get my hair up out of the way so it's not being rubbed between my back and the back of the seat, which would cure that problem. Am I particularly bothered about it? No, not really. The bloody things are getting long enough as it is without making things even worse. Would I be interested in making it grow? Yeah, you know, if my dreads weren't as long as they are, then I'd probably do something about it. But as things stand at the moment, I'm fine, I'm happy. But, you know, if you've got dreadlocks and you want them to grow quite a bit quicker, and you're same as me, you do a lot of driving, or you're in a situation where, you know, your hair's between your back and the back of a seat or some other kind of object that's going to cause friction in your dreadlocks, it's worth thinking about. If you've enjoyed this video today, and you know, I've made you think a little bit about goblins and wizards and Harry Potter and all that kind of stuff, and the Dreadlock Fairy coming and gnawing at your dreadlocks, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to share it and subscribe and ring that little notification bell, then absolutely great. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. See you later.